Hi everyone, Michelle here from the Junk Journal Studio. Super excited to introduce you to a new digital that I just uploaded in my Etsy shop. It is the pink add-on for the much anticipated new color for the Botanical Collage and Cluster Mega Pack series. So far the kit consists of the first kit here, which is the base kit, neutral and greens, 43 pages. And that was released last year. So was the 43-page add-on in red, the 42-page add-on in blue, and the 34-page add-on in yellow. And then this year we have the add-on in pink, and it's 45 pages. Okay, so the 45-page Botanical Collage and Cluster Mega Pack add-on pink. Really pleased with how it turned out. It's super pretty. Primarily pinks, greens, and of course neutral tones. Start here with some fussy cuts. We have the background that's sort of in a tea stain color, so that if you can't get some of these little nooks and crannies, it's not stark white. Also a nice border that helps with either your cutting machines or even if you're fussy cutting, that line really helps a lot. And of course, large, medium, and small will be found in most of the elements throughout the whole kit. I like to print once and have everything I need, so I like to do that. I hate running to the printer. So we have the large, and then the medium and the small, and of course, I don't like white space or wasted opportunities, so a couple of the elements I have in even yet a smaller size. Some more fussy cuts, some birds. Dragonfly. Love this bird. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. And some botanicals here. I love layering with these, having these sort of in the background. And some more focal points here, more in the form of large labels. All authentic vintage images that I've used to create everything, which I really like. So we have the large and then the medium and small. Some more focal points here. Of course, we have a frog. We have to have a frog. Really pretty. And some more in the form of tea cards. So beautiful. I love this image so much. And then there are 6 postage stamps with the brown sort of backing and the postage stamping that goes across the stamp and onto the brown. So it looks like you've cut it out of something, which is super cool. I really like that. And then the same images here, but they're larger and without any of the stamped edge on it. Really pretty. And then the smaller sizes. And then, of course, it's filled with pages and pages of labels and bits and bobs. So we have sort of a darker, brighter pink, and then it fades right down into sort of the pastel-y color pinks, which is really fun. A couple of the numbers are the same from the other add-ons, just in a pink, but most are different. Yeah, and that one's super fun. So we have that, and then the smaller sizes. Some more labels here. Super pretty perfume labels. I really like those. And the arrows. Really fun little flashcard. And I introduced some banners into the kit as well. They're really fun to use in clusters. Wax seals and buttons. Love these little labels. You got your tickets. Smaller sizes. And the octagon labels. Love using these. They look awesome as tag toppers. They'd be great as your tab on your page edge as well. There's so many different ways you could use it. A couple of neutrals and some greens. They've got a froggy here, a froggy there, and a froggy in a tutu, pink tutu with blue flowers on its head, dancing ballet. Smaller sizes. And then we have some neutral tickets here, greens and neutrals, some bits and bobs, a bunny rabbit, and some more. I love these $3 spring sale, or this 15-cent price tag. The bicycle suits to order, $6. That's really cool too. So many cool little bits and pieces. I added a fair amount of tape to some of the pieces as well, which I really like. Here we go in the smaller sizes. And then we have some rounds, 2-inch, 1.5 inch, and 1 inch. Really pretty. And some more banners in the neutral colors and the arrows in the neutrals. And I love these rounds. They're so pretty. And then we get into some ephemera. The large version of it is great, obviously, for tearing and cutting and using in our collages. And then the smaller sizes are great for clusters. Really pretty. Love this seed packet and the guest check. And the, bring this page back, and the paint swatch. Really cool. So pretty, the pink and the green together. Absolutely love it. We have an April 1895 calendar, a botanical plate, some leaves, some very old little calendars. This is sort of a diagram of a butterfly. Just some beautiful prints. Smaller sizes. So pretty. And I tried to provide lots of different shades of the greens and the pinks and the neutrals as well, so your work can pop a little. Some more. Oops, I got that backwards. That's the small. This is the large. It's so pretty. And then we move into just some bits of ephemera that are a little bit larger in size. I mean, some of it could be used as a cluster, I would imagine, but mostly good for tearing up and using in our collages, or just as a large piece of ephemera in your journals as well, of course. Really pretty. And then, although it has some pink in these ones, they're a little bit more neutral. And again, with the music here, love this pattern. Some cool rulers, some typography. Love these. So much fun to tear and use in our clusters and our collaging. Really, really pretty. And then a beautiful collage page with all your focal points. You could just tear that out right there and make a journal card, or use as your focal point on a cluster. Yeah, just really, really pretty. And there's some new elements on the page that aren't in the ephemera, like this S or that leaf stamp or that cigarette card. I don't even think that one's in there, although I don't recall now. And then I gave it to you with most of the focal points. I faded out the leaves or the flowers here a little bit. But other than that, I took out all of the focals so that you can use it to tear up and add your own focal points. And then I love this page so much. It is so awesome. And so, yeah, this has focal points, but you could easily tear up this piece here or that piece there if you're just looking for some neutral script. Some cool typography here. Really love this one a lot. And then we kind of move into what I called the swatches, or I call the swatches. And for the most part, they're just three, it's almost like a trifold. They've been used lots to make trifold folios. but I created them initially to tear up and use in collage and clusters. And of course we have a frog there sitting on the label playing a violin. Just some grunginess there and some leaves and such. Some script, really pretty. Some map, some marble end papers, and some more marbling end papers. This is quite collagey. So, so pretty. I know I keep saying that. And I may be a little biased because it's my kit, but I really do think it's absolutely stunning. I like it a lot. So pretty. Some of these bits, like you can use, you know, this whole section right here, or this long section with the tape and the numbers and that as sort of more neutral or undecorated, no focal point bits and pieces. However, you could just cut that out right there or that right there, and it would just make such a pretty journaling card or piece of ephemera of some sort in our journals as well. Some more here. This is a different tea card that's not in the rest of the kit. Love this ledger page here. And then some very subdued sort of greens with no strong focal points. And this is like a handmade paper, so there's all kinds of little bits and stuff and texture in there, which is really nice. And then we have an 1882 map in the pink, and then just some beautiful wild rose blossoms. And calendar, some graph with some botanicals, and just a simple pattern, and another tea card that's not included with the rest of the ephemera. So that's it, you guys. That is the 45-page pink add-on. I hope you like it. If you haven't already noticed, I not only have it listed in my Etsy shop, but I also uploaded it to my Kofi shop. So up to this point, I have only been putting my freebies in my Kofi shop, but I am slowly going to start moving my digitals over there as well. I'll still sell them in Etsy, but I'll also sell them on Kofi. And on Kofi, I don't lose near as much because Etsy does take a lot. So I'm able to offer it to you at a little bit of a cheaper price. So if it's not too inconvenient and you want to save a little bit, then Kofi would be the place to pick it up. And I added the whole series, so the other green, red, yellow, blue 4 kits from last year are also in the Kofi shop. So there's that. And there's also some freebies that go with the kit too, but I'm going to do a flip through in a separate video for that. And you can find those in my Kofi shop as well. So thanks for watching. Keep your eyes peeled for design team projects that will be coming up with the design team as they play with the kit. And I will be doing some playing and showing on my Facebook page, the Facebook fans of the Junk Journal Studio group, and then also a video or two too. So be watching for that. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.